Well, we have another Hemsworth brother doing a movie that Will Smith used to do, but they're doing the reboot. Because if you think about it, Chris Hemsworth, who's obviously Thor and everything, he's doing this movie, which Will Smith was original, now he's rebooting it. Also, in Independence Day 2, which is trash, Liam Hemsworth was in there to reboot the franchise and give it a new fresh after Will Smith didn't come back. So whatever Will Smith does, they're going to come back and reboot it. So when Shark Tale 2 comes out, Chris Hemsworth is going to be the main voice for the fish. Men in Black International. This is the 4th installment, or you can just go ahead and say reboot to the Men in Black franchise. A franchise that I truly believe, if they can do this right, this could be an awesome franchise. And I mean, when I heard they casted Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, who were in Thor Ragnarok together, who had great chemistry, bring that chemistry onto this movie, I was like, awesome. I was like, F. Gary Gray, this could be an awesome movie. And the movie's come out, and I'm going to say, I saw the Rotten Tomatoes before I walked in, it has like a 20% Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, oh no, this summer hasn't been good, and we're getting this now? And so I walked in this movie, and basically this movie is about Tessa Thompson. She is joining Men in Black. She found them as a little kid, and now she's coming after them, and now she's joining them, and she's teaming up with Chris Hemsworth to defeat this alien in London, and then we got our movie. So what I think of this movie, I'm going to say the Rotten Tomatoes are, there's just mean people, I guess, because I will admit this movie is not like the best movie. This is not the best movie this summer, obviously, but for what it is, a Men in Black movie, a reboot, it could have been worse, but overall, I watched it, it was fine. I watched it for free in IMAX, and I walked out saying, it was fine, and that's what I'm going to say. And that is a little disappointing, but first things first, Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, their chemistry is awesome. I think we all expected that. I mean, there's a reason why they brought them two together because of Thor Ragnarok. They worked together awesomely. I thought Tessa Thompson was really good in this movie. She had great enthusiasm. Like, I feel like she was having fun and she enjoyed it, whatever. And it looks like she was having fun. She made good jokes. Chris Hemsworth, he's a really funny actor. Even as good as Thor, he's got great humor. And this movie, I feel like he does a lot of caring. And there's times where the jokes do not land, and that happens a lot. But their chemistry looks really, it's really good in this movie. I will say the movie itself looks really good. The production design, the sets, like all the CGI looks really good. The sound design, the action scenes, they have cool moments, whatever. Oh, like again, this movie, it's fine, it's watchable, but it's not like, this is the reboot. This is like, oh my god, this franchise is back. It wasn't like Jurassic World where it was a reboot and they rebooted. It was like a bunch of money and it was like, this is how you reboot it, get everyone in here, and yeah. This movie didn't really rely on the references to the original Men in Black. They had like one thing that I was like, alright, it was a thing I said, like, they're gonna have this kind of thing in this movie. And what I said about it, they actually did. I was like, you know what? I'm fine with it. It was a little neat little Easter egg. I was like, alright, that's cool. But overall, my main issue with this movie is it's just fine. Like I said in the comedy, the movie has its chuckling moments. I think the guy who, I forget his name, does the voice of Pawnee, who's the tiny alien. He was the funniest part about this entire movie. Anything else, nothing really, there was no gut-busting laughing moment. There was no like laughing enjoyable moments. I mean, there was like chuckles and everything, but there was no like hilarious moments. Like the original first Men in Black movie, I mean, it's hilarious when he gets that tiny gun. He's making fun of it the entire time, and he shoots it, and boom, it gets played back. The first movie, Men in Black, is a great movie. It's really funny. I'll say this movie, I'd rather watch this movie than more than Men in Black 3, because that movie sucks. Men in Black 2, I think I'd rather watch this one over that too, honestly. Because again, I did like the CGI. I did like everything about it. The villains, though, I'm going to say the villains were pretty terrible. Every Men in Black movie had kind of a unique villain and kind of a star in the bad guys. And in this one, it was just like two guys who did not talk at all, had cool abilities, but that was it. And then there's like this twist, whatever, which everyone, if you watch this movie, you're gonna see this twist coming, and it's like, alright, and then it just ends, and it's like, okay, so that's the end of the movie. But overall, the movie, it was just mediocre. I watched it, it was fine. I was smiling just to see this world be built and expand, I would say. Again, the humor, it's not really hilarious or super funny at all. But again, it's just cool to see. You like him, you like Chris Hemsworth, you like Tessa Thompson. F. Gary Gray, I'm kind of disappointed in him a little bit because he brought his style to like Straight Outta Compton, which is a great movie, Italian Job, the Furious, and like all these things, whatever, Friday. And this movie, it kind of felt like Barry Sonnenfeld just came in and directed it again. It really felt like that. So again, the movie is just, it's just fun. fine, I would say. I'm going to give Men in Black International a solid C. I will not go out and say this movie deserves a 20% Rotten Tomatoes. I'll say like a 47, 48, somewhere in there. Again, it's watchable. I wouldn't pay to see in theaters. I'd wait till like Blu-ray or like streaming or something like that. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.